Hello, what is up? And welcome to the first official week of NFL The Grub podcast.
Woo!
My name is Ethan Breheim.
And I'm Dylan.
And this is NFL The Grub. Alright, welcome back to NFL The Grub podcast, where we have different sections here. The first one being Summary of the Week, where we like to go over the last games of the last week here. Then we're going to move on into the upcoming games this week.
Yeah, so we had some pretty unexpected picks that we got wrong or that some of us we got right. But unfortunately, we both suffered a huge loss. We thought that the Chargers were going to pull it out against the Lions.
We were very confident about that too.
Yes, we were definitely very confident. We were talking about our picks. We were actually planning on doing a podcast, but unfortunately with some technical difficulties, we weren't able to post that. But now that this one's going to be going out, we both were so confident during the podcast talking about that Chargers offense, how dominant it's going to be, and all
and then the Lions win.
Yeah, so we weren't really expecting that kind of.
I mean, one more of those. The Buccaneers beat the Panthers. We both went for the Panthers. This was a Thursday night game here.
I was definitely high on Christian McCaffrey. I was like, he's going to have a dominant game against a weak Bucs defense, and they turned around, smacked me in the face, and said, no. That's pretty much what happened.
I mean, after Jameis Winston's Week 1 performance, 3 interceptions, we had a right to believe they were going to lose.
Facts. The ones, like the picks that we had, both going 10-5, I don't believe we did that bad.
No.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's 75%. I'm down.
Exactly. I think that we did pretty decent. In terms of me, I thought the Saints were going to beat the Rams. You said the Rams, though.
Yeah.
I said the Saints. I thought Drew Brees was going to have a heck of a game, and we unfortunately saw what happened.
I made my fair share of miss-ups. I said the Vikings were going to beat the Packers. Vikings, they almost got them in the fourth quarter, but then Kirk Cousins threw an interception in the end zone. So much for that. Packers did beat the Vikings, so you got a bonus point for that one. Yeah.
And you got a bonus point, and the Cowboys-Redskins rivalry.
Yeah.
The Cowboys pull it out. I just had a gut feeling that was going to be my upset of the week. Was I think the Redskins were going to pull that one out, and they actually kept it close, but fell short. I mean, I think the Redskins have the material and the players to do well. It's just the Cowboys are such a good team.
Yeah. Moving on into the Week 3 games. The first one, the one that is tomorrow for Thursday Night Football, Titans at Jaguars. Titans are a 1.5 favorite here. The main headline here is, can Minshew pull it off? This is Gardner Minshew's biggest game of his career, and I think that if he has a good game, Jaguars are going to win it.
I have to agree with you on that. I think the Jaguars are going to pull it out, but I mean the whole trade situation with Ramsey, I don't think that's going to happen before the game.
No.
So I do see happening it later on. I do see it happening, but not right now.
Yep.
I've heard that they want a first round pick and a little
first round pick and a little bit more. So no one knows what that means. Maybe like a decent player, first round pick,
5th round pick. Who knows? But that's like out of our reach. But right now, what I'm hearing, according to some reports, is that teams are starting to pull away because the asking price is too high. We'll see how that's settled. But apparently Ramsey just wants to win games. I think that's a great motive going into this next game. I think he's going to perform really well. He held Hopkins to like Hopkins was pretty much non-existent.
Yeah.
He made a few good plays, but Ramsey played amazing defense on Hopkins. But I think Mr. Mustache is still learning the system against the Texans. He actually threw for 213 yards and a TD. So I think he's going to pull this one off against the Titans. I don't see the Titans winning this one.
No, I don't either. But that Titans offense against the Browns Week 1, I don't know what happened in Week 2, but hopefully they can get their things back together here in Week 3. And if they do that, if Mariota throws for 3 or more touchdowns, then I don't think there's any way the Jaguars defense can stop him. All right, moving on to the Sunday games here. Broncos at Packers. Packers are an 8-point favorite in this one.
I'm going to have the Packers in this one, although just coming in that Aaron Rodgers injured his middle finger and his foot got stepped on in the last game.
His foot got stepped on.
So we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully it's nothing serious in terms of injury.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Hopefully he doesn't have to miss anything. But I don't know if he's practicing or not. But Devontae Adams in the last game had 7 receptions for 106 yards. So like I was talking about earlier, seeing Aaron Rodgers throw to Devontae Adams is just beautiful. That's just a game of football.
Packers are 2-0. They've had a tough schedule. I don't know how they are 2-0, but Hey, they're playing. They are playing great right now.
Facts. They're playing like a contender right now.
Yeah.
It's good to see, though. It's good to see.
Yeah, I mean, Broncos barely lost to Chicago. They're going to be angry about that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they're going to have a little bit of fire, but I still got to go Packers in this one.
Yes, definitely.
Moving on, we have the Lions at Eagles, and the Eagles are a 6.5 favorite in this one. I've got to go Lions in this one.
I'm going to go Eagles. I think that Carson Wentz looks really good, excuse me. He looks good, but not insane, but he's getting the job done with 231 yards in the last game and a TD. So I think he's going to use his options, use Ertz a lot more. So if those of you guys who have Ertz in fantasy,
you're going to have to. You're going to have to.
That's all he can really do.
When Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson are questionable going into this game, you need to get Ertz involved.
Definitely. I think that's going to be their scheme along with the run game, so I think Jordan Howard's going to have quite the game.
Yeah, Lions, after beating the Chargers, I think they got a strong chance about this. I'm not going to doubt them again. All right, moving on, we have possibly the game of the week here. Ravens at Chiefs. This is going to be a good one.
Ravens.
Chiefs are a 6.5 favorite, so I'm taking that bet.
Mm.
But, man, I think this is going to be a close one here.
I gotta go Ravens. I'm gonna go with an upset here. I don't know if it's an upset, but like honestly, this Ravens offense, it's something it's just amazing. It's two young players with such a strong connection. Like Lamar Jackson's burning up the league right now, and Marquise Brown is showing up as a deep threat with 10.8 yards per catch.
Yep.
Against the Cardinals.
I think these are, right now, the top two most entertaining quarterbacks in the league.
Definitely. Right now, after 2 weeks, oh my god.
So seeing them go up against each other is going to be a thing to watch. So I'm excited for this one, but I've got to go Chiefs.
I'm going to go Ravens.
All right, next one. We got Bengals at Bills. Bills are a 6.5 favorite. I've got to go Bills.
I'm going to agree with you. I think the Bengals look good with John Ross, as we were talking about earlier. John Ross is setting the league on fire.
Yeah.
But I think Josh Allen looked pretty good against the Giants and making plays with 253 yards and 1 TD. He was looking actually really good. I like him a lot. He's a young quarterback.
They're doing pretty good. They're starting to prove themselves here.
Like top 10 team right now, according to some rankings. So.
Yeah, I saw that too. All right, moving on. We have the Falcons at the Colts. I've got to go Colts in this one.
I agree.
Yeah. So I think that the main key to this one here, the Falcons' rushing attack. They've gotten 2 sacks this entire year. They had 1 last week, and they had 1 against the Vikings. And if they're not going to be able to put the pressure on the Colts quarterback here, then there's no way that they're going to be able to win a game. Like, you're going to have this man just standing in the pocket. He can also be mobile, so like he can scoot off if you have a little bit of pressure, and then he'll be able to go. Like, they can't contain this guy, so I'm not worried about this one at all. I think that the Colts have got this one.
I gotta agree with you on that one. It seems like the Colts are putting all of their trust in Jacoby Brissett and Marlon Mack here. I've heard in recent reports that the O-line is converting into a run-first offense. So we're going to see a lot of Marlon Mack coming soon, which I like to see. I love Marlon Mack. I think he's an amazing running back, very underrated in the league. But that just relieves Jacoby. That just is a sigh of relief because coming in, you weren't expecting to play. You know what I'm saying? As a backup quarterback, you're preparing to play, but you're not really expecting it.
Yeah.
So for him to just get the call, and now it's his time to shine, getting a little bit of a sigh of relief and relieving some of the pressure. I think that he'll throw for a decent amount, and I think Marlon Mack will do really good. Brissett actually threw for 146 yards in his last game with 3 TDs.
Yeah, this guy's the real deal here for sure.
Definitely.
All right, next one. We have Raiders at Vikings. Vikings are an 8-point favorite going into this one. And I think we're both going Vikings here.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
Yeah, Cousins, even though he struggled last game, he threw 2 interceptions. I think he's got this one against the Raiders. Raiders, I don't see them getting more than 3 wins this entire year, and they're sure not getting a win in Minnesota. There's no way.
Yeah. My main thing is not the QE position, but I'm going more of a running back standpoint. I think Dalvin Cook is carrying the offense.
This guy's like a top 5 running back right now. He is.
Oh my gosh. Rushing for 154 yards on 20 attempts, which is 7.7 yards per carry in his last game. his last game.
He rushed the ball 2 times more than Kirk Cousins threw the ball in week 1.
That's insane. Like,
So,
if he can keep pulling this off, I mean,
he's riding this offense to a whole nother level.
I mean, hopefully they can get the passing game started going so they don't turn into the Jets where all they can do is give it to him. So hopefully they don't pull the Jets and they actually.
Yeah, this is a weak Raiders defense here, especially with their run defense.
I see them trying some different things with them.
I mean, they're gonna have to. You just give Dalvin Cook the ball and just let him do the work, and that's easy. All right, next one. Jets at Patriots. This is a whopping 23-point favorite for the Patriots.
Yeah, I think we're all just going to say Patriots here.
Yep.
Tom Brady with a strong defense. 2 players in the top 5 for INT leaders, with one being Devin McCourtney.
Wow.
So, I mean, two players with 2 interceptions. That's crazy. So
yeah, I just picked up their defense in fantasy. Looking forward to it. This would be the upset of the year if the Jets of the year.
I would be happy to see the Jets win this one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But at the same time, it's like, come on, it's the Patriots. Tom Brady, good defense.
No one is going for the Jets in this one. Nobody.
I
think AB's gonna have a huge game going against his former teammate.
Oh,
I think this is gonna be his breakout game here as a Patriot.
Hopefully he acknowledges him a little bit.
Yeah. All right, next one. Dolphins at Cowboys. Cowboys are a 21.5-point favorite.
I think I'm going to go Cowboys here just because they're a power force offense with a good quarterback, good running back, and 3... I mean, I'm going to say this wide receiver core is an elite, amazing wide receiver core. You've got Gallup, Cooper, and Cobb. Those are 3 pretty big names. Maybe not like huge names, but that's an elite wide receiver core that I can see be making huge plays this week.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that. I think you nailed it there. This should be a blowout by the Cowboys. This is in Dallas as well. So, yeah, I think Cowboys got this one. All right, moving on. We are finally. I'm choosing a different one from this time. Giants at Bucks. I'm going Giants, even though the Bucks are a 6.5-point favorite. I told you earlier, I'm a big Giants believer. I'm hoping that Daniel Jones will get this job done here. This is going to be a first game in the NFL. He's not going against a great defense, but Buccaneers defense, they did great last week against the Panthers. Dominic Sue, Levante David, those 2 Nebraska guys right there. But yeah, I don't know. I think that if the Buccaneers defense can contain the somewhat mediocre Giants offense, then I think that no question the Buccaneers are going to win it. But if Jameis Winston is throwing 3 interceptions like he did week 1,
all I gotta add to that is I'm gonna go with the Bucks here. Okay, I think the Bucks are gonna pull this one out. Chris Goodwin and Jameis did not have a bad game last week, and Vernon Hargreaves for their defense, cornerback, led the defense in tackles and INTs. 15 tackles.
Wow.
Yeah. And so it's good to see him balling out, but I think the Bucks are going to pull this one out. Their defense, again, is not bad at all. I think they can contain, as long as they can contain Shaquan, I think they got this one. Shaquan.
All right, next one. The teams that the Bucks beat last week, the Panthers going to Arizona to play the Arizona Cardinals. The Panthers are a 2.5 favorite in this one. And I think that we are both going for upset of the week here.
Yeah,
we are both going Cardinals.
Woo!
Yeah, I think this is definitely be Kyler Murray's breakout game here.
He's been having breakout games ever since week 1 passed by. I mean, okay, he's thrown for 657 yards over 2 games. Let me rephrase myself. 1.5 games. His first game, non-existent for the first half.
Really?
But the second half, that's when he started throwing them INTs with that comeback.
Yeah.
So I love that. Oh my gosh. I love the Murray and Fitzgerald duo.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing to watch. I love Larry Fitzgerald. He's an amazing wide receiver. A lot of everyone's saying, oh, he's washed. It's good to see him play at the caliber he's playing
it is. Yeah, for sure. Next one. This could be a good game here, too. Saints at Seahawks. Seahawks are a 4-point favorite because Drew Brees isn't playing. Sean Payton has not announced the starting quarterback for the Saints this year. I think that he's going to allow the Saints quarterback battles. They're going to push themselves here. But the top 3 candidates here, get this. These guys are all really good. Number 1, Teddy Bridgewater. Number 2, Taysom Hill. This guy is the elite wide receiver who can also play quarterback. I'm super excited for this one. And then number 3, J.T. Barrett. All 3 of these guys are like elite. J.T. Barrett was elite in college. Teddy Bridgewater hasn't played in a while, but man, was he good for Minnesota. And Taysom Hill, would that be exciting if he played quarterback?
I really see Teddy Bridgewater taking the spot.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I don't think they're going to incorporate Taysom Hill as much as they do with Drew Brees in the red zone, but maybe, who knows? I
don't know. I kind of like Taysom Hill as a wide receiver.
Well, not only that, he plays literally every position.
Oh, yeah.
Special teams, wide receiver. I would not be surprised if they throw him on the line for a few plays. I mean, the dude can literally do anything.
Oh, yeah. Like, when, I remember, like, they punted it one time, and Taysom Hill just, like, was tracking this guy down and then just hammered the man. It was, like, this guy can tackle, this guy can throw, this guy can run, this guy can catch.
He can literally do anything.
It's great. But, yeah, that's going to be exciting. I hope Teddy Bridgewater will take that because my mom's a Minnesota Vikings fan, so, like, I like Teddy Bridgewater. He's cool. But maybe J.T. Barrett can sneak up and take that one.
Who knows?
He's like Teddy Bridgewater, just less experienced, I guess. The next game here, Texans at Chargers, and the Chargers are a 3-point favorite in this one.
I'm going Texans. I think that the injuries of the Chargers are going to start to overcome like usual. I hope that doesn't happen, but it's kind of happening already. With Hunter Henry going down, Jermaine Davis, along with Melvin out. After losing to the Lions, I believe the Texans are going to pull this one out. With their good offense, I think hopefully their O-line can just protect for a little bit. But other than that, I think the Chargers got this one.
Hey, the way that the Jaguars, the way that the Jaguars locked down the Texans' offense last game, I think the Chargers are going to lock down the Texans' offense this one here. I think that the Chargers' defense, they need to get it going, and then once they get it going, the offense will take over. And Phillip Rivers, he's still dominant. Even if you don't have your best tight end in the game, they're still going to pull it off. They're a 3-point favorite. All right, next game we have the Steelers at 49ers. 49ers are a 6.5-point favorite. This should be a good one.
Definitely. I put the Steelers here. Without Big Ben, I think we got a little bit of a view of what Mason Rudolph can do in terms of what he's putting up. I mean, he threw for 112 yards and 2 TDs.
Yeah, the Oklahoma State rookie. He's kind of a surprise. But
I like him. Honestly, I could see him doing big things. Overall, the offense was struggling with Big Ben. I mean, I don't know how much better it will do with Mason Rudolph, but maybe he puts another aspect to the offense, another viewpoint that maybe Big Ben wasn't seeing.
Mm-hmm.
This could be a good thing for the Steelers. Maybe they maybe defenses aren't expecting it. He uses his mobility a little bit more. Maybe he uses that long arm that he had.
There's not much tape for him either, so you don't really know what to prepare for.
Exactly, other than his college tape, but that's a whole different offense.
Whole different offense. Yeah.
And I feel like the Steelers definitely need to build around Juju, and they also need to build around Mason Rudolph if they want to start winning games.
Well, the 49ers beat the Bengals 41-17. I understand that's the Bengals, but that's 41 points. Jimmy G is 2-0 this season. I think the 49ers are going to pull it off here. And, like, I really like the 49ers offense with George Kittle, Jimmy G, as I said. That running back, he got injured again. He hasn't played a single snap for him, but yeah, I like that 49ers in this one, especially with kind of a weak Steelers team. And this is the game of the week. Rams at Browns here. Sunday Night Football.
Woo!
This is going to be a thriller here.
Definitely.
Rams are a 3-point favorite going to this one, but I'm going Browns.
So am I. I have to agree with you. I think LBJ is going to finally show the Cleveland Browns fan base at home what him and Baker Mayfield are going to do. I think he kind of showed that with the Jets. I mean, showing that he's still the king of New York, and I feel like OBJ is just going to ball out.
Yeah, he torched the Jets secondary. I think he's going to torch the Rams
His
secondary.
longest touchdown ever, 89 yards.
Yeah.
Insane. So good for him. I'm glad to see him finally rolling.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a good one here. The Rams offense going against the Browns defense, that's going to be good to watch. I'm excited for that. Even the Browns offense, which was high-powered last game against the Jets, not a great defense with the Jets. Kind of especially with that... with Williams, the defensive coordinator, like he had all those comments and everything, and Odell just goes out and gets an 89-yard touchdown.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's great.
That's whew. All right. Anyway, the next game.
Final game, the Monday night game. We have the Bears at the Washington Redskins.
Oh,
Bears are a 4-point favorite. This might be a good game. I'm thinking that this is gonna be a good one here.
This will be a good one. The Redskins.
There.
Can we just give a round of applause for the rookie wide receiver, Terry McLaurin? Man, he's looking good, along with Case Keenum throwing for 221 yards against an amazing Cowboys defense.
Mm-hmm.
That Cowboys defense is good. You cannot tell. I don't care.
Oh,
what
yeah.
anyone says, that Cowboys defense is
Randy
amazing.
Gregory, Nebraska.
Amazing. But I think the Redskins are going to show up here against the Bears defense. I think they're going to put up some numbers, and I think rookie wide receiver is going to keep rolling.
Oh, yeah. Quick side note, we apologize for the janitor across the hall vacuuming. Shout out to the janitor. All right, anyways. Do you have any wrap-up thoughts about this week or last week, just going into this week in the NFL?
Honestly, I would like to apologize personally. The first 2 weeks, we actually had some technical difficulties. But yeah, we're going to start rolling these. They should be up every single week.
Yeah.
And so they should be really fun to listen to. Hopefully we get into some other stuff too, along with NFL news, our teams, like team talk. We can do stuff like that. You guys just leave a comment down below what you guys want us to do. This is going to be on our Instagram and our YouTube. If you guys have any other platforms, just reach out to us.
Yep, so what we're going to do, we're going to start out on YouTube. We are going to roll out a Patreon here next week. I'm going to start that. And we're hoping for some money so we can start these out on Apple Podcasts. We can get that to a wider audience. You know, we can actually publish these. So if we get enough money from you guys, we're gonna start rolling these out. We're gonna have better like audio tech, more frequent episodes. You know, but yeah, for these first couple ones, they're all gonna be on YouTube. We're still gonna create that all here in this next week here, but this should be out by tomorrow, right?
Yes, it should be. Hopefully, we're not trying to force you guys to donate or anything like that. That is all you guys.
That is completely optional.
Yes, if you guys enjoy what we're doing and you want to help us out, that would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
We're just trying to expand, give you guys a rundown of what we're trying to do, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully, you guys will join us next week. This is Dylan.
And this has been Ethan. And this has been NFL
The Grub.